You wanna see the what I got a feeling. You never chase some money, just a feeling. Never catching flights in all these feelings. All these feelings and flight.
Hey guys, I am about to do the most requested video on this channel. Everyone's been asking me, why am I in Bali, what do I do in Bali, and what is going on. So I'm about to tell you everything. Most of these questions have been coming from my audience on Instagram because I am so active on stories, and the goal of that is literally to inspire people to do what I did, and that is to step out of your comfort zone, forget about the fear, and come out and live in Bali or anywhere else you've really wanted to live. My story is not a short one, but I'll try to pack it up into a little box. And if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you totally should, because I have a very adventurous life and I love sharing it with you. So if you would love to be a part of that, go check it out. And I just came back from Nusa Penida last week. You can check out the Nusa highlight. It's got all the videos, all the stories from our little getaway, which was absolutely unreal. The vlogs are in the making, so also make sure to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a video. I upload weekly videos now. I got you. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's just get into this video. If you guys have watched my growing up in China video, which I'll link up here, I lived there for most of my adult life, from 11 to 19. And when I finished school, there was a lot of pressure to go to university. I didn't want to go because I just didn't. Actually, I wanted to go, and then I changed my mind. Anyway, I ended up not going to university, and when I finished my gap year in China working, I went to Russia because that's where my family lives. I was trying to figure out what to do. I was applying for universities just because my parents wanted me to, and I hated living there for the time being. I wanted to leave, and I knew that I probably wouldn't start university until the following fall, so I had about 9 months in hell. So I made a decision to come out to Bali. It was extremely random because I've been here once, but that was for 5 days. I didn't really get to see much of an island. I didn't party. I literally came here to relax and get a break from work because I was overworking myself. I really loved it here. I was kind of familiar with the areas. I knew how to rent a bike. I knew what supermarkets to go to. So that gave me a bit of peace in mind. But I didn't know anybody. Literally knew nobody. Absolutely nobody. So then I bought my ticket because I really wasn't scared. I thought the worst thing that could happen was I'll have to come back home. But to me, what was even worse was staying back home and not giving it a shot. And I call it back home because that's where my parents live. I came here, I arrived really late at night. I figured out how to find an accommodation and how to rent a bike just so I could be all good for the day after and I could go around and explore. Luckily enough, I joined a Canggu nomad girls group chat on Facebook, and they were having a get together the next day, so that's how I made my first friends. I met a lot of people that next day actually. I know the biggest question for everyone is like, how did you do it financially? To be quite fair, I didn't have much money when I was coming to Bali. Money that I did have was the money that I saved up the year before when I was working during my gap year. I saved up around 10 grand working, but I spent most of it quite fast because I traveled through Europe and I took my sister to Paris Disneyland for her birthday, which was like almost half of that. And yeah, so I came out here and I had a job. The job I had, I got back when I was in China, and it was doing social media for a friend of mine. It was social media and video editing. So I was editing his videos, uploading them onto YouTube, putting a text together, creating the thumbnail, and then posting about it on Facebook. So it was quite simple. It was taking 3 hours a day, maybe 4 hours a day, which eventually felt really, really long because I stopped enjoying what I was doing. But the money was coming in. It wasn't that great. And then I ended up losing my job in July in the middle of... I lost my job, but I wanted something different. I wanted something new, and I just had to believe in myself. Obviously, there was a lot of fear around going back home. So that's what motivated me. I didn't want to go home. Going home wasn't an option. Kicked in. Yeah, everyone was scared. Everyone was worried. Everyone was freaking out. But I just knew that because I wanted to be happy and because this is where I was happy, I was gonna stay. And until this day, not everything is perfect. I'm still figuring things out. I'm trying to build a business. Income comes and go. Cash flow can be slow. But I make it up by living a good life. Yes, sometimes maybe money does stress me out, but I never let it overtake my happiness, because money isn't happiness. Yes, you can buy a lot of things with money, but you can be happy without. And living in Bali, I realized how much money actually means it means nothing. Going to Nusa Penida really opened my mind because we saw so many kids, so many families living in like shacks, but yet they were so nice, so happy, so generous. They were so excited to see us. And that's what life is. Life is finding the beautiful in everything, and that's what they do. And you don't need money to do that. Of course you need money to sustain yourself and live. To me, meeting all the people that I met and making all the connections just made life so much better. And I knew that if I ever needed anything, I could reach out to my friends, which I did. And that's how I got my next job. My next job was also editing and doing vlogs. I messaged all of my friends, asked if their friends are looking for anyone or anything, if I could help in any way, because I had skills of video editing that I taught myself. I knew how to do social media just because I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I knew how to edit photos just because I did it over and over and over again, and eventually I learned. So there are skills that you can learn without going to university, without going to college, without taking an online course. But even then, you can take an online course and become really good at something and get a job in it. Or you can start your own business. So of course, money means stability and money means freedom in a certain way. And it's always important to keep that in mind because you don't want to be broke all the time. But it doesn't mean you have to have everything in the whole wide world to come out here and live a life like I do. And I say this all the time, my life is not expensive. Yes, I went to Nusa Penida, and if you guys watched my stories, it looked pretty great. I only spent about $100, and that's because I got collaborations with hotels and with a tour company. I didn't get it on my behalf, I got it on behalf of my friends who have a following, but I was the one to reach out and do all the talking, do all the booking, and get on all the calls and book everything. And I'm not saying come to Bali and use people with a following. My friends were genuinely so happy about the trip that I organized, and it was amazing. So this dog. So then going to the question of what do I do now and why I'm living in Bali, I think you know why, because I'm just really happy here and because I don't see a point in living a life that someone else wants for me. So I'm living the life that I want for me. I also made a post about fear yesterday that actually motivated this whole video, and you can go take a look at it. But it basically says that fear of judgment was not as strong as fear of not being happy. So I put the fear of judgment of my friends, family, society, whatever, aside, and fear of not being happy won, and it got me here because this is where I am happy. And to the question of what do I do now, I do whatever makes me happy. I actually still got makeup on from my shoot yesterday, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw I had a photo shoot at this beautiful, amazing villa, and I've been signed to an agency. Yeah, I have been signed to a modeling agency, so modeling is a pretty big part of my life now. A lot of people ask me about influencing and what I'm doing with Instagram and YouTube, and honestly, I'm not trying to do anything but inspire people to live a life they truly want and truly deserve. So this is it. I don't call myself an influencer. I don't like the word influencer because I'm not trying to influence anyone. I'm trying to inspire, and whether you take that or not is up to you. I do enjoy Instagram, and I genuinely enjoy traveling and putting that out there and putting my photos up. And I've been getting a lot of lovely messages, and I want to thank you guys for that. Someone just messaged me yesterday that they are ready to move to Bali as soon as they can because my stories have inspired them. If my video or videos make one person take that one scary step, my job is done. It's not even a job. I'll just feel really happy about it. Other than modeling, I'm also still doing video editing, still doing vlog editing for my friend who's released music. And the music you hear in the beginning and at the end of my videos is my friend's music, so go check it out on Spotify. Corey is quite amazing. We're wrapping up some behind the scenes together. I'm doing a couple of other video projects with other people, and I am currently trying to build a business. It's not really as scary as it sounds. I'm surrounded by so many like-minded people, and in every Bali video I feel like I say this. You can come to Bali completely lost, not knowing who you are, and you will find who you truly are, who you want to become. There's everything you can have, starting from people to like the facilities and just the surroundings. The networking scene here is absolutely amazing. And by the way, if you want to come to Bali, check out this video. There isn't one specific thing I do right now, but there's just a lot of creative stuff going on, and I'm always down to explore something new, try something new. And that's the beauty of Bali, and that's why I'm saying you can totally find yourself here, because you can be anyone and do anything you want to do. So yeah, just remember, you can be anyone you want to be, and also you only live once, so make sure you make that life worth it. As dramatic as it sounds, but no one is guaranteed a tomorrow, so why would you waste your life living like someone else wants you to? Your parents, society, your friends, your teachers. I'm not saying don't go to uni, and I'm not saying don't study and don't get an education. All I'm saying is just do whatever makes you happy. And yeah, if this was your first time watching my channel, my name is Amina. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more Bali videos. Go check out all my recent videos because they have actually been really fun. I do upload weekly videos now, so make sure you turn on the bell to get notified whenever they are up. If there's anything you want to see, please DM me on Instagram. If you want to come to Bali, DM me on Instagram. If you need a visa agent to fly out to Bali tomorrow, DM me on Instagram. Or if you need any help or advice, DM me on Instagram. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. We are gonna hopefully hit 2K before the end of this month. Don't have much time left, but if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You will get all the motivation and all the travel content you truly want here, and you will get some positive vibes from me as well. So yeah, I gotta go. It's 8 a.m. I'm gonna go take a nap, wash yesterday's makeup off. I actually just had another shoot this morning.
For something more, I think I need a chance.
I also got this bite. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go deal with my life now, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. See you in the next video.
Leave a voicemail at the tone, I hear you calling. I never pick up the phone, a pocket dialing. Leave a voicemail at the tone.